What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Littleroot Laddering. So we're continuing on playing the Kyogre Naganadel team that we played all week. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, make sure you go and do that. We go a little more in depth with the team breakdown in Tuesday's episodes, so make sure you go and check those out as well. So let's just get to it, jump on the ladder, see if we can pull that win rate up just a little bit more for us. I've enjoyed this team quite a bit. Kyogre is definitely a mon that I think is pretty exceptional, and when left unchecked just does a ton of damage on its own. So I'm excited to get in and play more with this and see exactly what we can do, and maybe even pull into Ultra Ball today. Who knows? Probably not. I don't know. But obviously a win streak is nice, so let's just keep carrying on and see what we can do. So first up, we have Xerneas with Indeedee and Volcarona for redirection. Of course, you have Ensign and Rillaboom because they're on every team. And you have Eliki because it's also extremely popular. So Kyogre's really good if we deal with Ensign. If we deal with Eliki and Rillaboom. The problem is dealing with both of them. So I think Naganadel is pretty important here. I think Rillaboom is pretty important so we can actually get... so we can actually deal, like, with the terrain if they do bring in Indeedee. Talonflame looks pretty good, so we can outpace them, but I actually don't know if it's that good. So maybe instead we just want, like, Eliki. What if we do, like, Eliki, Naganadel, with Rillaboom and Kyogre in the back? I think this is fine. I think I like these four, so let's lock it in. Let's see what we got going on here for game number 1. This team doesn't feel like it has a particularly great matchup here. I think the inclusion of Eliki and Rillaboom on our opponent's team, which they lead here, could be pretty detrimental to us. So this could be Fake Out plus Electro Web. I think our play is Protect plus Electro Web. Could also just Sludge Bomb the Rillaboom to take it out now. I think Protect is probably the better play here. Just because I anticipate probably it's gonna be Fake Out into Eliki. Nope, it is Fake Out into Naganadel, so that's good. And then just going to double into it. Okay. So now we're going to get our Electro Web off. Unfortunately, we dodge. The Eliki dodges, so that's not great for us. But we do end up connecting on the Rillaboom. I think our play now is I'm going to switch out Eliki, as I could be a Grassy Glide into that slot. So we'll go into our own Rillaboom here. And we'll go for a Sludge Wave into theirs to try to pick up the KO on it. It might end up living if they are Assault Vest. Which, depending on what all they have here, could... depending on what they go for here, could dictate exactly what item they have. Grassy Glide, not overly, informational. Just another Volt Switch. So that tells me that's probably Specs. They also outpaced us last turn, so maybe it's Scarf. I'm just going to bring out Xerneas in front of my Naganadel. Okay. Can't say I personally agree with that opponent, but okay. It's not a Sulfist. But we get the poison. And they're going to be able to live here. So I think this play... So I kind of want to Fake Out into Xerneas. And then Rillaboom actually goes down this next turn. So I think just... I kind of want to double into Xerneas. But I also think they protect here. So maybe we just switch Rillaboom back out. Yeah, what if we U-turn off of Rillaboom and just Sludge Bomb the Xerneas slot? I think this plays out pretty okay. They do go for the Protect. They're going to Grassy Glide into Naganadel. Not going to do a ton, just because that is a pretty resisted hit. And Rillaboom's going to get this U-turn off. We're going to pick up the KO on their Rillaboom. And then we're going to be able to go into Eliki here. And potentially get like an Electro Web. Or a Thunder / Thunderbolt into the into their Xerneas here. The question is what do they bring in? Do they bring in their own Eliki, or do they have something else in the back? It's going to be Ndidi. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty okay with this. This is like a free Geomancy for him, which is not great for us. And Psychic Seed as well. Interesting. I think I just want to Volt Switch. No, actually, I want to Electro Web. And I want to... I don't think Draco is going to be enough to pick up the Ndidi. After a Electro Web, it might be. So let's find out together. I'm going to connect the Electro Web on both. It's really good damage on the Xerneas. Another Electro Web plus a Grassy Glide may be enough to pick up the KO on it. It's actually not enough. Okay. Good to know. Naganadel's getting real low on that HP. They are going to get their Geomancy off. But this is fine because we can Electro Web, and then Xerneas is back to being slower than Naganadel. Unfortunately, we are at -2 special attack now, but Electro Web plus a Sludge Bomb might be enough to take out Xerneas this next turn. Yeah, let's go for it. I think if we lose Naganadel here, I'm completely fine with that. We don't pick up the Ndidi. Crit? No crit. Unfortunately, because I get the special defense boost, it's really hard to be able to do enough damage there, but they're going to pick up the double KO. This is probably just Expanding Force. And this is actually fine because... Oh, it's actually Heal Pulse. That's really bad. That's like really, really bad. I mean, is it though? We have Kyogre Rillaboom here. Rillaboom gets to pick up the KO on Ndidi. I mean, I could also just Fake Out plus Water Spout this turn. Xerneas is still going to be faster than Kyogre. But I think this is fine. Like, in all actuality, I think we're okay here. And we'll go for our Water Spout. I mean, they just protect Xerneas here, right? They have to protect Xerneas here, I would think. I mean, I'm still going to Fake It Out. Yep, they protect. Not surprised. Of course, we're going to be faster than the Ndidi because they're at -2. So then this play, this turn, I think we need to Grassy Glide the Eliki because they're most likely specs. Just like the way they've played this makes me think they're specs. So I think Rillaboom can actually live a Dazzling Gleam because we are Assault Vest as well. I'm going to click Origin Pulse this turn, and we'll Grassy Glide into the Eliki. No Protect from the Eliki is good. It's not enough to pick up the KO. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. They just Moonblast my Monkey, who actually holds on as well. Okay. Connect on both? Okay. I don't know if that's in Grassy Glide range. I don't think it is. I think we're dead to Dazzling Gleam this next turn. Oh, really, really close game. They were able to position themselves well to be able to set up to Geomancy. I mean, we'll click Origin Pulse again, and yeah, we have to Grassy Glide here. Crit. Crit. No crit. Yep. GG. Really close game. Really close game. I think we played that pretty well, all things considered, too. I think Dracoing into the Indeedee was incorrect, because I think had we just Sludge Bombed, they go down to Electroweb the next turn, and then, well, no, they wouldn't go down to Electroweb. But that's fine, because then at least we get to Sludge Bomb into the Xerneas and potentially pick up the KO there with that Grassy Glide in the end game. It's really close, and I think that one turn actually makes a difference because we just don't do enough damage to the Xerneas otherwise. I think the play was to instead just go for the Sludge Bomb. Because then, like, we also have a chance to poison the Indeedee. So we have Whimsicott plus Terrakion, backed up with Indeedee, Calyrex, Pheromosa, and Kartana. This is a really interesting team. I think Incineroar's okay. I think Talonflame, so we can match speed, is good. I think Incineroar is a must bring just because they do have Calyrex. And it lines up particularly well against like Pheromosa, Kartana, and Terrakion as well. Kyogre looks pretty appealing. Actually, not really in the face of double grass types. So maybe this is just like Talonflame, Incin, Eliki. And I kind of want Rillaboom. Like, Rillaboom doesn't line up particularly well against their grass types. I mean, yeah, I actually like Rillaboom quite a bit. I think I actually want Eliki on the lead. I think I like this. So depending on what they do here dictates what we do, of course. I think if they lead Whimsicott, Terrakion, we pivot out. I think we pivot out. It's going to be Calyrex Whimsicott. Okay. I'm pretty okay with this. We can set up Tailwind. We can also just Brave Bird into their Whimsicott. Or we can Brave Bird into Calyrex, actually. No, because they could switch out into Indeedee here. I still actually think this is the play. Do I? No, I think I need to set up Tailwind. And I think I need to Volt Switch off the Calyrex into Incineroar. Okay, they're going to protect Calyrex. This is actually fine. Yeah, this is actually really fine for us. They're going to match our Tailwind, but now, because Talonflame is undamaged, we get to Brave Bird into Calyrex. And we'll Volt Switch into it as well. Yeah, we just get to match their Tailwind here. They're going to withdraw Whimsicott. Is this Indeedee? Yeah, good play. Good play. It really well played there for our opponent. They're also Psychic Seed Indeedee, which tells me Sash is probably going to be on that chunked. That did a very solid chunk. Sash is probably going to be on the Whimsicott. Yeah, we'll bring out Incineroar here. This Intimidate obviously doesn't mean anything because they're both special attackers. We have Expanding Force. No KOs for you. And now we can protect Talonflame. And we can go for a Darkest Lariat into Calyrex. If they redirect this, I'm pretty okay with that. Because, like, Calyrex is on a timer right now. It can only do so many attacks before it gets KO'd to its own Life Orb. Yep, there's the Follow Me. Completely fine. Astral Barrage obviously isn't going to do a ton to Ensign. It is still going to do damage, which is good because that means more Life Orb chip. Alright, Darkest Lariat. How much do we do to the Indeedee? Two-shot it. Cool. I kind of want to preserve Talonflame. But at the same end, I'm not sure if I want to switch in Rillaboom here. Obviously, I don't want to switch in Eliki. Like, I want to potentially preserve Talonflame because that means we can potentially get another Tailwind up. So I actually like going into Rillaboom here, get rid of their terrain. And we will Darkest Lariat into the Calyrex again. Helping Hand, okay. This should not pick up my Ensign. I mean, this is going to chunk, but it shouldn't KO either here. Yep, cool. And we can pick up their Calyrex. Okay. And now Unnerve is done, so we get to eat our berry. Go back up to an actually, like, decent HP after recovery from the berry and from terrain. So, like, that feels pretty okay. And Tailwinds are gone. So they're going to bring out Whimsicott here. And that's fine because I can fake out into Whimsicott. Oh, they're just going to bring out Kartana. Because this is going to be, like, Follow Me plus... I mean, do they just not anticipate Flare Blitz, or do they have Sacred Sword here? So we will just double into the Kartana this turn. Sash could be on Kartana, too. Opponent should probably go for Follow Me this turn. If I was a betting man... They could Follow Me. No, they're just going to Helping Hand. Well, I get to pick up the Kartana for free then. They just not think I have Flare Blitz because I have Darkest Lariat. And now this game should be cleaned up because they can't switch out Indeedee to get rid of terrain. And like they have Whimsicott plus Indeedee on the field. So obviously if we take care of Indeedee, then like they have basically no damage output. Okay. I feel good about how this game played. I feel comfortable with how everything has turned out. We can go for Grassy Glide into the Indeedee. And we might as well Flare Blitz the Whimsicott here. They're going to Helping Hand. They have Dazzling Gleam. And now they do have like Encore. They lock my... No, they have Moonblast. Okay. Sure, that picks up my Incineroar, and now I get to have a free switch into Eliki. Actually, I'm gonna bring in I'm gonna bring in Talonflame. We can just Brave Bird plus Grassy Glide because I am faster than them. Grassy Glide goes off. Does a very sizable chunk. We outspeed Whimsicott, and we Brave Bird to pick up the KO. Cool. Okay. Essentially only needed... Well, I mean, we used all of our mons here, but Eliki's in the back still completely healthy, so... Getting that Volt Switch into the Calyrex really just did set the pace for how we were going to be able to play this game, because it put them on a timer to their own Life Orb. The fact that they weren't going to be able to just pick up 4 KOs with it means that they were really in danger of being able to get KO'd. So, let's see. Yep, Sacred Sword, nothing overly exciting there. Life Orb, Cali. They actually have Energy Ball. I like that quite a bit. Focus Sash is actually on the Pheromosa. Yeah, they have, 4 mons here that really could utilize the Focus Sash with Pheromosa, Indeedee, Calyrex, and Whimsicott. Citrus Berry Whimsicott. I don't think you're going to be able to live enough hits to justify that opponent. Oh, and Kartana. So really, their entire team could justify having Assault Vest. Yeah, cool team. It is the true definition of hyper offense. So we're like right back where we started today. So another win here would be pretty great on the last one for today. So let's see what we can do. Urshifu, Indeedee, Groudon, Venusaur, and Incineroar, Metagross. Not a mon I've seen a lot of in this format. I think Naganadel just unfortunately does not line up well here. With them having Groudon, Indeedee, Metagross. Yeah, there's a lot to not particularly like here. I like Talonflame, I like Eliki. I think I like Incin, and I think I like Kyogre as my 4. Rillaboom lines up well against Urshifu. Actually, I think... What if we drop and bring Rillaboom instead? I think this is fine. Like, Eliki for Electro Web is still going to be able to dish out a ton of damage here. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think these 4 I like. Talonflame feels okay here, but I think we need Rillaboom, 1, so we can be able to check potentially Urshifu and Groudon, and 2, to be able to do with terrain. We also have pretty decent damage into everything else. A Grassy Glide does do a ton of damage, so I think this is pretty okay regardless of how this lines up. It's going to be Groudon, Venusaur here. I know I've checked this calc before, but I need to make sure. Can Venusaur outpace Eliki? And I don't think so. I think you get to like 230 something. I know I've done this math before, but I just need to confirm for my sake. Yeah, 145 gets you to 290, so it actually does. So I think they protect here, so I'm going to... Actually, I'm just going to immediately swap into Rillaboom. And we will go for a Flare Blitz into the Venusaur. They could protect. I actually think protect is pretty likely. I'm going to fake out the Groudon this turn. Rillaboom's going to set up terrain and be able to pressure onto Groudon. Wonder if they're like Sleep Powder with Venusaur here. They're going to withdraw Groudon. Okay. Into Indeedee. Actually, really, really well played here. Really well played for our opponent. This is obviously going to stop our fake out and get rid of our train. Yeah, really well played for our opponent. Just read us from the start. So, and their Life Orb. Okay, so this is actually pretty okay, all things considered. As I think actually losing Rillaboom is probably our best bet at this point. I will go for a U-turn into the Indeedee. And I am going to go for a Flare Blitz into the Venusaur. I think there's a very good chance that they just click follow me this turn. But like if Rillaboom actually gets to attack, I feel okay. They could have like Earth Power to be able to check Incin. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. That's not what I want to see. It's gonna be Sludge Bomb my Incin. We should live that. Oh yeah, not even close. So now we get to U-turn off Indeedee to do decent chip on it, break a potential Sash. Holy cow. Rillaboom. Calm down, my dude. We can go into Eliki. And then Flare Blitz should pick up Venusaur here. Yeah, okay. Yep, the fact that they were Life Orb here just meant that we were going to be able to pick up the KO. The fact that they're not like Akka or Focus Sash is really good for us. They're probably Sash on Indeedee. This is probably Groudon coming back in. Yep, there's the Groudon. So this could be like Follow Me plus Swords Dance. I think my play is probably just Volt Switch off the Indeedee and go for a Parting Shot into the Groudon. Volt Switch should be enough to pick up the Indeedee this turn. Oh no. This is probably just Precipice Blades then. If I was a betting man. Yep, Volt Switch does pick up the KO. So now they're locked into whatever the weather is. So I can actually bring in Kyogre to give me the weather advantage. And it's just going to be Precipice Blades. It does connect on both. Dang near takes out my Kyogre. What is their last? That's the real question here. I can bring back in Rillaboom, set up the terrain for myself. That's Urshifu. Okay. And it is Water Urshifu. Well, we should be fine, I think. If we can take out the Groudon here, I think we should be fine. So we will go for an Origin Pulse And I'm going to attack into the Urshifu. This is probably bulky Urshifu if I was a betting man. I wanted to attack into the Urshifu because I think Groudon protects. I think they protect and go for like a Surging Strikes into my... Or a Close Combat into my my Kyogre. They could also attack like into my Rillaboom to try to take it out. Okay, they protect Urshifu. Yeah, they're just gonna double protect. That's fine. This is completely fine for me. Because we just get Grassy Terrain recovery this turn. And because of that, Rillaboom's going to be able to live. Okay. So now I can click Origin Pulse, and I can click Grassy Glide into the Groudon to try to take it out this turn. Aqua Jet's going to be enough to take out my Rillaboom, yep. Question is who is faster between Kyogre and Groudon? It's going to be Groudon, it looks like. Yep. Miss? Nope. GG. GG, opponent. Yep. Unfortunate. I think had I switched in Eliki instead of Kyogre and let Eliki go down and get a free switch into Kyogre, I think we're in that game. I mean, I'm going to lock in the Thunder. I'm going to let them get their KO. Why not? They should just protect here. Oh, no. Okay. I mean, I can't hit you, so... GG, opponent. GG. Wonder what the item is on their Groudon, and if it was actually a speed tie, or if they actually have like speed investment to outpace me. So I don't think we have speed investment on our. Oh, that's not at all what I wanted to do. I don't think we have speed investment on Kyogre. But let's throw the rental code up one more time. Go pick it up while it is still available. Team was fun. Team was very enjoyable. I enjoyed our time with this team. So make sure you pick it up. Naganadel was really impressive. Bravebird Talonflame actually did a ton of damage multiple different times across multitude of different games. So really satisfied with the inclusion of both of those mons onto this team that otherwise looks pretty standard. That is going to be it for us today, everyone. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a good one. Peace.